the hacker who was caught because of one small mistake. For years, the internet had a secret marketplace. Drugs, stolen documents, illegal services. Everything was being sold anonymously. The website was called Silk Road, and behind it was an anonymous figure known as Dread Pirate Roberts. Nobody knew who he really was. He had built one of the most famous criminal platforms on the dark web, and for years, he seemed untouchable, until he made one small mistake. The website was designed to hide everything. Users communicated anonymously. Payments were made using Bitcoin, and the person running the platform never used his real name. To the world, Dread Pirate Roberts didn't exist. He was only a username, a digital ghost. But investigators kept searching. They knew one thing. Somewhere, there had to be a real person behind the screen. Then investigators discovered something interesting. Before Silk Road became famous, someone had posted online about creating an anonymous marketplace. The post wasn't made under the name Dread Pirate Roberts. It was connected to another online identity, and that identity was connected to a real person. A person named Ross Ulbricht. At first, the connection was only a clue, not proof. But investigators kept looking, and the more they investigated, the more connections they found. The biggest mistake wasn't a complicated hacking error. It wasn't a stolen password. It wasn't a sophisticated malware attack. It was something much simpler. A digital trail, a username, a post, a connection that was supposed to remain separate, but wasn't. For years, the person behind Silk Road had tried to keep his real identity hidden, but the internet remembers. Old posts remain. Usernames can be connected, and small details can become powerful evidence. Investigators eventually built a case around the evidence. The anonymous figure, the online posts, the digital connections, and the real person behind them. In 2013, Ross Ulbricht was arrested. The man many people knew only as Dread Pirate Roberts was no longer anonymous. The digital ghost had a real identity, and that's the terrifying lesson of this story. You don't always get caught because of one massive mistake. Sometimes, it's one tiny detail, one old post, one reused username, one forgotten connection, one piece of information that seemed completely harmless at the time. But investigators don't always need one perfect clue. Sometimes, they only need enough small clues to build the entire picture. The internet can make people feel invisible, but anonymous doesn't always mean untraceable. Every account, every message, every transaction, every digital connection can potentially leave a trail. And sometimes, the person who spends years hiding behind a screen is finally exposed because of something they posted years earlier. One small mistake, one forgotten detail, and the digital ghost becomes a real person. If you want more true stories about hackers, cybercrime, and the mistakes that exposed them, follow Cyber Vault.